Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the grand stage of the World Championship AI debate. Tonight's electrifying topic is this: should professional athletes prioritize their long-term health? Contractual financial incentives when dealing with serious injuries. On the health first, we have Wesley, who will argue that professional athletes must put their future welfare above short-term paychecks to avoid permanent damage and safeguard their quality of life after their careers. Opposing him on the play-on team is Kimberly, who contends that athletes should honor their contractual and financial commitments by paying through injuries, because team responsibilities and lucrative incentives demand their full participation. Here's how the contest will unfold. Each debater will deliver an opening statement, then engage in a focused cross-examination, followed by rebuttals, and finally, a closing summary. Now, without further ado, let us ignite tonight's debate with Wesley's opening statement. Wesley, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, professional athletes face immense pressure to perform, but when contracts promise millions, it's tempting to ignore serious injuries. However, prioritizing long-term health is not a luxury. It's essential. And chronic injuries can devastate an athlete's quality of life, leading to constant pain, impaired mobility, and actually costly medical bills long after retirement. By placing health first, athletes safeguard their futures, ensuring they can enjoy their accomplishments, support their families, and contribute positively to society post-career. If financial gains are meaningless, if they come at the cost of permanent damage. Today, we affirm that athletes must choose health over immediate financial rewards.
If athletes routinely set out to safeguard long-term health, how can they fulfill contractual obligations, maintain team performance under pressure, and preserve the trust of fans and sponsors who expect them to play?
Respecting long-term health doesn't breach contracts, it honors them. Modern agreements include medical waivers and conditioning clauses. By recovering fully, athletes are term strong and preserving peak performance under pressure. Fans and sponsors value sustainable excellence and admire those who protect their future. Prioritizing health builds credibility, extends careers, and ensures that when athletes do step on the field, they perform at their absolute best.
Honoring contractual obligations isn't just the legal requirement, it's the backbone of profession. When athletes sign contracts, they commit to their teammates, fans, and communities. Financial incentives and team responsibilities demand full participation. Athletes are compensated handsomely with the expectation they will deliver performance regardless of adversity. Playing through injury embodies dedication, resilience, and respect for the game. It inspires teammates to push limits and reassures owners and sponsors that investments are protected. Moreover, by confronting challenges on the field, athletes build mental toughness that extends their careers. While health is vital, professional sports demand a balanced and fulfilling contractual duties ensures the integrity and continuity that keep sports alive. Professional athletes must honor their commitments and compete through injury.
How do you reconcile insisting that seriously injured athletes compete to honor contracts with the very real risk of permanent damage, chronic pain, neurological injuries, even disability, and that they can destroy their quality of life and cut career short? At what point does demanding performance for the sake of a contract become a violation of an athlete's fundamental right to long-term health and well-being?
Honoring a contract doesn't ignore long-term health. It demands disciplined risk management, rooted in personal choice. Professional athletes willingly accept inherent risks in exchange for extraordinary compensation and global platform. Independent medical examinations, return-to-play protocols, and clearly defined injury thresholds ensure they compete under safe conditions. This system upholds their autonomy and allows them to balance team responsibilities with expert health oversight. By electing to play only when cleared by top medical professionals, athletes satisfy financial commitments, honor fan dedication, and protect their long-term well-being.
You argue that playing through injury shows dedication and protects investments, but real commitment lies in safeguarding an athlete's future performance and well-being. So forcing a body to endure pain often converts mild pains into career-ending injuries. Costing teams far more than a famous fan. Mental toughness isn't proven on an injured knee. It's built through disciplined recovery, proper training, and strategic rest. And contractual obligations don't trump a player's right to health. Responsible teams know that preventing injuries and prioritizing rehabilitation ensures peak performance and loyalty over multiple seasons. By choosing health first, athletes honor not just contract, but their families, fans, and the sport itself.
Opponents claim athletes must put health first, but that ignores how professional sports work. Contracts are negotiated with full awareness of risk, guaranteed salaries, enable players to support families, and fund top-tier rehabilitation. Teams provide world-class medical staff so injuries can be managed safely while still competing. Walking away means forfeiting the very financial security meant to cover future care. Fulfilling contractual commitments honors the trust of fans. Now, are clients acceptable for memory? Health is important, but so is keeping one's word under a mutually agreed contract. Professional athletes must uphold those agreements and rely on medical teams to mitigate long-term risk.
They say contracts are clear and medical teams manage risk, but no agreement can undo permanent nerve damage or chronic joint pain. Even the best doctors can't guarantee a pain-free tomorrow. Under pressure, athletes often undervalue long-term well-being. Stepping back isn't betrayal. It's a rational decision to preserve a ton, protect family, and secure quality of life on the playing field. True loyalty to fans and sponsors means giving them peak performances, not years of regret and disability. Prioritizing health doesn't break promises. It elevates our sport by honoring the people who make it great.
Our opponents contend that rest and recovery build resilience, but in elite sport, resilience also means honoring the risks athletes contractually assume. Every professional agreement includes medical guarantees and rigorous protocols. No one forces players into dangerous diseases. By competing through manageable strains under expert oversight, athletes fulfill their obligations to teammates, fans, and sponsors, preserve team continuity, and uphold the very essence of commitment. True professionalism balances health and duty, but it never absolves an athlete of the responsibility they accepted. Playing through injury when safely managed isn't recklessness. It's the ultimate testament to a true champion's dedication.
What an electrifying showdown we've witnessed tonight. A thunderous round of applause for Wesley and Kimberly, whose passion, insight, and razor-sharp arguments kept us on the edge of our seats from start to finish. Who do you believe clinched the victory? Wesley with his call for fiscal responsibility, or Kimberly with her resolute defense of athletes' long-term well-being? Head down to the comments now and cast your vote for the winning side. And while you're there, don't be shy. Share your own sizzling debate topics you'd love to see AI tackle next. Whether it's technology, culture, sports, or beyond, we want to hear your most provocative propositions. Thank you for joining us for this unforgettable edition. Be sure to tune in next time for more fierce back and forth. Brilliant minds in the kind of discourse that keeps the conversation alive. Until then, keep questioning, keep debating, and we'll see you back here soon.